has historically had very great results against T1 in the past. T1's actually only 3 games ahead of Afrika in their head-to-head at 37 versus 34. So much closer matchup than you might think.
Well, and you can also see that Afrika have been upping the tempo so far, which is actually great to see. Any team with Fly on it, you expect it to, you know, be a little bit more focused on that scaling, but Dread comes in.
The stats that we have chosen here for Kana, yeah, so the stats we've chosen for Kana actually make him look very much stronger than, I mean, they're really chosen for Keen, but they make him look okay here.
Diana's still up, but Dread's not deciding to go towards it. Instead going for the Hecarim. He was recently buffed back a little bit, but still hasn't regained all of his hooves.
Viego will be the choice here, so that's going to be a very powerful lane. Going to play a very, very difficult lane.
Okay,
but nope, they're just going to go almost all AD here.
Yeah, that is an exceptional amount of physical damage.
But you're just going to have to sit on your turret for a little while.
Cuz has found Dread. Faker's moving on over here as well, as Afrika do have the inside track, as Faker now has to flash. As in goes Carrier. Leo's going to dance around it as Lehens utilizes his Aftershock very effectively, and then the rest of Afrika will... Well, in goes Cuz, looking to steal this one away. Dread moves back, but Carrier is going to get here first. Fly comes on down, as that is going to be the reset on the red buff. No one's died just yet, as Carrier is going to flash away, and Fly not going to be able to find too much. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Teddy just solos out Leo.
Massive lead for him. We're going to watch
now
this.
we get to see it.
Yeah. And he just hits Mystic shots over the wall, goes in, and Leo's dead here. There's just no way out of it.
Yep, flash in to get the vision. Really nicely done here is Keen. He's got Faker turning up in his lane. The Meganar is available as Fly is going to turn up. It's a decent face breaker, but Kana is going to be able to utilize the immunity from the possession in order to grab the kill. Oh man.
They needed to be pretty ahead early, and now they are massively
좀
behind.
싸울게.
So you can actually watch him do this in real time.
점프 있어, 점프 있어.
Saying he's got the jump. Teleport comes through.
마무리 가능?
So he's able to secure the kill, and then watch how he uses it.
변신함.
Oh, I think he
불만데?
So
형
that's
빠졌다.
transforming, and then he gets it. Goes right behind, using the Nar jump himself.
밀어줘.
Nice there.
Here for the composition of Afrika, as Hecarim is wont to do, is Lahen's going to pop out here. Carrier taking way too much damage. Not going to be able to Zenith Blade to Teddy, unfortunately.
Disaster for Afrika that actually can just happen. Small moments like this, though, can help you bring it back.
Yeah, no,
Carrier just has no
very important. Yeah, just focus on something like... Okay, here's the Fate's Call. They're looking for Teddy. Body Slam is decent. Lahen's holding on to the... No, actually doesn't have the barrel just yet as Dread comes on in. Teddy trying to fight him. The ult comes out, but they just kill the horse immediately. The rest of Afrika just leaving Dread out to dry.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that certainly can happen. Like, there are possibilities. And I don't hate this engage by any means. It was actually really well played, but the teleports is double here coming through, so it's a numbers advantage here for T1. And they just focus down Dread, and because he was left alone, like you said, Teddy survives, so they don't even trade a kill. They get nothing.
Oh, and Fly actually flashed to get the face. Oh, no, he didn't. He just had to flash away from Cuz when Cuz came in. Uses him to taxi away. It's actually pretty...
Walk away from this, you actually have to set up. You have to get that Gnar bar online.
Kana could be in trouble here as Dread's going to get the pushback. Teleport answer from Faker as Kana's still struggling. He's in the mist for the moment. Oh, gets a huge shield, but it's not going to be enough. The Rampage will do it here from Dread.
Shutdown is big.
그래도
It's
이거
a
와.
lot of greed.
여기
We're going to actually
볼게.
watch these calls. They're calling for him here.
비에고부터,
Early. Grox is
비에고부터.
here.
비에고 잡을게. 비에고 와봐. 비에고
Just
노플.
saying, go to Viego. He has no flash.
비에고 잡았어.
Got Viego. Just calling out basically everything that happened
아이,
there,
좀
more
쪼아도
than
돼.
calling for things to
Be
happen.
important as Fly looking to chase after Faker. There's the face breaker. Keen's going to come on in here. Not a lot of Narbar, but I don't think they're going to need it. As, the Hyper Proc comes on in. They get the flash out at least. The future. As, okay, Lahen's going to be in a lot of trouble. That Body Slam not going to work. That cask not going to work. But if his goal was to... Okay, never mind. Body Slam's going to get him a little bit further away. As, there we go. Undertow will connect.
Drake Pit in terms of that vision. As, look at how deep he goes here to actually check. Like, that's not where he wanted to ward, but...
And then throws all of his buttons around willy-nilly, which is not really what you want.
Yeah, the cask was a bit of a miss there because 2 items are up for Teddy and his third's on the way. You know, you're probably drowning in this game, sadly.
Well, Teddy also now looking for Keen. Sidestep on the E is decent as Dread's going to gallop on in here, but that's a very dead Keen. the way that Afrika intended.
They have so much initiation, it just has to be executed well.
Yep. Someone press that button. As here's the teleport in from Fly, as the Drake is going to reset. Rift Scuttler going to be now the priority. True Shot Barrage actually doing a fair bit of work here. As Teddy's the one that locks down the Rift Scuttle.
Cuz can walk through without being afraid of Fly whatsoever because he has Ragnarok. That's the power of this Olaf. Tana looking for the flank too. I think they're about to go in.
Yep.
Look at how much damage the Ezreal does in this longer trade.
Yeah, exactly. And with the lower range here of Afrika, it's like Ezreal's now a legitimate poke champion, as Dread had already popped the Ghost, was actually looking to get on top of Canna, and they have just been pushed away here. Afrika decide they're going to give this one up.
This is just... the state of things is not great.
Not exactly very Afrika favored at this point in time.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, it's down to half health now. Dread is going to be in the area. Doesn't have his ult though, so there's no way of getting over this wall. As now the Ghost is being popped. Okay, Baron just taken though, and Afrika continue to just not do anything. As Lahen's going to back away, King going to do the same thing. And this is just like T1 walking in and taking all of their lunch money.
Yeah, it really does feel that way, right? Like, and you better do my homework too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what else? Clean your kitchen?
Don't talk to Chelsea anymore either.
There we go. That's how they're going to do it. Lahen's the secret carry. As in goes Canna from the side. And
Fly?
Oh, yeah, Fly has a great flank. He's going to pick up Faker, though. Faker immediately flashes out. Decent gnaw there from Keen as the wombo has actually occurred.
They did it.
Finally in this game, but are they just too far behind? And I think the answer to that is absolutely yes. Leo is going to be able to grab himself a blue buff. The remaining 3 members of Afrika are just going to walk away.
Target to grab because Faker doesn't inherently have an escape. Like, he doesn't have an arcane shift, but he's still a fed karma. He has flash. Look at the shields. He's like, yeah, okay, nice try, Fly. And yes, he dies, but like, look at all the damage that Teddy does in the meantime. In the interim, Teddy's carried the whole team fight.
Yeah, I think that Teddy's pretty important in this one as well, so maybe something that they need to look out for. Afrika, not a lot to do on the bottom side of the map for the moment. T1. Okay. In goes Lahen. He finds Faker yet again. This time he's able to be taken down before he can flash away. Oh, Carrier taxis himself out. McKean says, get back over here. It's a great Fate's call to make sure that Lahen stays alive. He gets another knock up the wallop. It's fantastic as Teddy is in a blender right here. Leo jumps over the wall to finish the job. And maybe, just maybe, Afrika can grab an ace here as Cuz is running away. Canna still alive. Afrika have done their best to ignore him. Faker rounding the bend right now, and Afrika, do you have those buttons again? Are you going to be able to make the same team fight happen as Fly? Moving forward, punished for it. The Baron still down very low as in goes Dread, finds the backline as Teddy looks to get out of there. Fly closing the gap as well as Carrier is his target, but it's not exactly the most impactful as Teddy. Untouched this time around as Fly manages to pick up Carrier, but why Carrier? As the Baron's taken, Teddy is going to help grab that kill onto Fly, and T1 may just be able to barrel up mid lane and win this one as Leo out of position, looking to try and get into the base.
The follow-up for Leo.
Arcane Shield.
A lot of extra gold, as you mentioned.
야 이번에 오는 거 볼게 얘들아. 이제. 야 보자.
They engage.
This was so
I
sick.
really wish we watched this from the other perspective, because where is Kana in this fight? Look, he was way off the side. He was even further away when this happened. And he comes in late, but it's like he's so low impact and he can't close the distance between his backline and the front line of Afrika. Afrika's on top of Faker, you know, on top of Carrier and Teddy, and he's way too late to save them.
I mean, it's not really about that though, right? This was about Lahen's finding that one moment.
Yeah.
And like, they had so much vision on T1's side that it's completely okay for Canada to leave. He can go because they have a monopoly on vision. They control the tempo and he can move into a side lane and create pressure. But I think they've let all of their inhibitors go. Only 2 Nexus turrets between T1 and this Nexus here at 40 minutes into this game. The game has gone on for an extraordinarily long time. It's just a big old chunk as Canna does a lot of damage back into the mist now. Ducking in and out. As Fly just looking to clear out the minion wave more than anything else by the looks. Probably almost dead at this point in time, as it is going to be a bit of a secret. Yep, down to about 3,000, and there's no way that Afrika are actually going to be able to take the Baron, but can they take the fight? Here's the question. Carrier off to the side. I don't know why are they focusing on this Leona so much, but maybe they just want to get one of these picks. The Solar Flare goes a little bit wide, and Carrier just wanders away in the end.
This is actually comical what we're watching right now.
I know. It's
I mean, Afrika have such a good defensive engage. I do respect T1 being so patient, but I don't think they need to be this patient.
okay, that's a face breaker onto Cuz. Not exactly an optimal target there to start a fight on, as Fly takes a lot there from the True Shot Barrage.
He didn't even Ragnarok, so no, he's still got that.
Yep. Okay, this Nexus turret very close to going down, but still hasn't been fully taken yet. It's in goes Lahens. Party Cast gets a small stun onto Teddy as Keen gets into the back line. Can they find the Ezreal is the question, as Leo trying to dance around this one. Teddy, though, does find himself some space. Fly trying to get on top of him. The face breaker does nothing, and T1 will find the last team fight. There's the ace, and finally, they're going to take the game.
Teddy survives with a sliver of health and does an insane amount of damage. I don't know if the bar that we have at the end of the game, the graph is big enough to contain the amount of Ks he will have, actually.
That's helpful as well, as Teddy does 45,000 damage, and Afrika do some.
Yeah,
Not all that much.
A losing game Kalista always feels really bad to look at, but
Yeah.
it's actually higher than I thought from Leo. Fly ends up getting a ton of haymaker damage done on those